Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Mitch from We in Tennessee, and I'm in my car because number one, it is very quiet and private, but number two, it is so cold outside and it's so warm and toasty in here. So today's video, it's going to be about Tennessee and radon. And you might say, Mitch, what in the world is radon? So I had a question come to me about radon and Tennessee and if it's safe and what can be done. And I'm going to go ahead and tackle that topic in today's video. Radon is a colorless, odorless gas, kind of like carbon monoxide, but the two are totally different. And what the problem here, especially in East Tennessee, if you take a look at this map, is that radon is a gas that's in the soil, and it kind of, if the word permeates through the home, and it causes lung cancer. It actually is the second leading cause of death or lung cancer death. And the first one obviously is smoking. So it's a huge thing to know about. And what makes it so serious is that it actually, there's 21,000 deaths per year from radon and 500 compared to carbon monoxide. So you almost would think, hey, I would need something, for radon more than I would carbon monoxide just from the sheer numbers of deaths. Now, before you get too freaked out, for those of you that are thinking of coming to Tennessee, there's a lot that can be done about it. And if you're just educated, you're not going to be freaking out as much. So number one, there are a whole lot of kits, Home Depot, Lowe's, that you can test for radon. And what I was told, I did a lot of research, but what I was told from my friends and colleagues is I don't have a basement right now. And they're like, if you don't have a basement, you're looking pretty good. They say if you do have a basement, that's something you should be very concerned about. But again, back to the tests, what you would do is buy a test from like Lowe's or Home Depot. And what you would do is over time, I believe it's 72 hours of exposure for this test, and then you would send in your results. And once the lab gets the results of your tester, then they would able to figure out, okay, what kind of help can we give you? And there is mitigation for it. Most of the experts would require some type of professional mitigation to figure out how to eliminate the threat of the radon for your home. But what's really nice about my area, I don't have a basement, and number two, I'm surrounded by neighbors that have lived here for over 30 years. 30 years that way, 30 years this way, 30 years that way, over 30 years, probably over 100 years combined, and they have not told me about anything related to radon or lung cancer. And so at first I was freaking out like, oh, what am I doing here? And now, they've kind of calmed me down and, about the basement and just being able to test for it. And so those tests are pretty cheap, about $15, $20. And just to find out how the soil is around your house and inside your house. And it's just going to help you figure that whole thing out. So for those of you that are looking into that, yes, it is a serious concern. Yes, it does cause a lot of lung cancer death. But on the flip side, it's not anything to necessarily say, well, we're not coming to Tennessee. There are a lot of things that can be done, and there's a lot of areas that aren't affected by it. So just like a whole lot of other things that you have to consider before coming here to Tennessee is, how serious is the threat? And are there a lot of things that can be done? There's a lot of things that in life we can worry about, but there's always, solutions that people have come up with to just make it that it's not, not something that you need to freak out about. So here in East Tennessee, we're loving it. Initially, when I heard about radon, odorless, colorless, like carbon monoxide, you get a little freaked out. But we have our carbon monoxide, alarms or testers in our house that would let us know. And we're going to hold off on the radon just because like I've said, no basement, and our neighbors are doing pretty well. But it's something down the line I'm sure we would want to find out about. But at the moment, we're not necessarily overly concerned. So hopefully that answered a lot of your questions about radon. But you can do your own research. I'll leave you the link to the Tennessee government website where they talk to you more about the radon, the precautions, the health concerns, and you can kind of figure that out for yourself, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mitch. If you're new to this channel, we've come from California to Tennessee. Every day we're learning something new, experiencing something new, and we're along for the ride, trusting in God that he's going to take care of us and just help us feel settled, rooted, and happy here in East Tennessee, Maryville to be exact, and we're loving it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so every Wednesday and Saturday, I hope you guys have been enjoying it. You'll get the notification for a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in my next video.